Parents have the right to decide on their children's education, career, future, and life. Do you think so?
Questions that the teacher has for the students in the classroom. A student immediately replied,
From your lectures, I think parents have no right to decide on their children's education, career, future, and lives. Because each person has an independent soul inside, everyone is equal. They wish to live in a family to help each other create the best environment for eliminating toxins and activating kindness. Therefore, they must help each other, but do not have the right to decide each other's problems.
The teacher continued,
Equality because each person has a soul inside. Your saying is excellent. So, does anyone see any inequalities in the relationship between parents and children? Observe your own family and the families around you. Please try to find the toxins in the inequality in the relationship between parents and children.
A student said,
A few months ago, next to the area where I live, a child living in an apartment jumped to the ground to commit suicide. Before that child committed suicide, he wrote a suicide note. In that letter, the child talked about the suffering of being forced by her parents to study to become a good student. That child was forced to study until late at night. Pressure from parents' words and actions causes the child to be hurt and lose control of thoughts and actions. In the letter, he wrote that he felt sorry for his younger brother because his parents would continue to pressure him to study. I see it as a kind of poison from parents to their children.
Young people have sex before marriage and get pregnant. They fear for their future, so they have an abortion. There are couples who, because of difficult economic conditions, have an abortion when they discover that the wife is pregnant. In addition, there are many cases of abortion for many different reasons. I think it's a type of toxin from the act of murder. That is also an inequality, teacher.
Another student said. One student said,
Teacher, parents not taking care of their children to go to school to develop their intelligence is also poisonous. They give birth to children without creating a good environment to help their children cultivate their intelligence and have a better future. Instead, they complain that they do not have the economic conditions to give their children a full education. Therefore, children have to drop out of school to work to earn money while they are of school age. I think that such parents are terrible. They should not intend to have them if they feel they cannot care for their children to have a good education.
I once witnessed a family with many children. They are a wealthy family, but their parents discriminate between their children. That is clearly shown through their preferential division of land and property. The children they love receive more assets. Because of such discrimination by their parents, children who receive little property hate their parents. Therefore, they do not care about their parents. Even when their parents get sick and die, they don't care or see them. I see that toxins are present in both parents and children.
Another student confided. After hearing everyone's sharing, the teacher said,
The things you share are toxic in the relationship between parents and children. The outbreak and development of toxins have caused everyone in the parent-child relationship to live in physical and mental agony. The sufferings of this interacting group are valuable scenarios to help each soul understand its nature. Do you know what the relationship between parents and children symbolizes? As in the previous lesson, you know that love between men and women symbolizes pure love between the smallest particles of yin and yang energy. The husband and wife relationship is a symbol of the yin and yang energy embryo and the most significant symbol of the practicing path to attain the unified Tao of the universe. So, what is the symbol of the relationship between parents and children? Seeing that the students were confused and had no answer, the teacher continued teaching. Parents and children are symbols between the smallest energy particles born and the yin and yang energy embryo that gives birth to them. Parents are symbolized by yin and yang embryos, and children are symbols of the smallest energy particles born from yin and yang embryos. Through the symbolism of the relationship between parent and child, each Tulin will see specific natures of their own, as follows. Through their children, parents understand themselves. Plus, when children are cared for with all their parents' love, they grow up and become good people who know how to help and save others. That shows that parents have the wisdom to teach their children to understand and create the best environment to help them grow up and become good people. In addition, when children become good people through their parents' love and teachings, parents realize the excellent values they have created for their children. That shows that children are a mirror for parents to reflect on themselves, the wisdom and actions they have taught their children. Plus, when children do not get enough education, they love to play and become bad people. These children grow up in a toxic environment, absorbing negative information to create negative actions towards everyone and all species. That shows that their parents do not create a suitable environment for them to study and cannot teach them to become good people. Because children are a reflection of their parents. When children become corrupt and do many evil things to everyone and all species, parents will see the toxins in themselves. It is toxic in the relationship between parents and children. Through parents, children understand themselves. Plus, when children see their parents sacrificing everything to give them love, care, and upbringing, they grow up and become good people. The good values their parents have given them are recognized and understood by them. Consequently, they learn good words from their parents to apply. They continue to become good parents who love and care for their children as their parents care for them. In addition, they are also kind people in repaying and giving good things to their parents. It can be seen that through the excellent example of their parents, the children understand the value of goodness in themselves and eliminate toxic values when they appear. Plus, when parents do not love and care for their children or are even cruel to them, children will notice those toxins in their parents. Some children will absorb that toxin and activate their poison. As a result, children become people whose behavior hurts everyone. They even hurt their parents. Because the dirty mirror is the parents, they turn the child into an out-of-control person due to the toxins in them. On the contrary, some children gain power from the souls within them to recognize their parents' toxins. Therefore, they learn their parents' toxic lessons without practicing the same behaviors as their parents. Instead, they practice virtuous actions because suffering helps them attain enlightenment. So, you have seen that the relationship between parents and children is as meaningful as the relationship between the original yin and yang energy embryo and the smallest energy particles produced. Everyone through each other to understand themselves and each other. Therefore, from the relationship between parents and children, all Tuolins and humans will be aware of their toxins. Toxins to recognize and eliminate as a parent. Parents abort the fetus. That is the toxin of murder when parents decide to take the life of a life about to be born. It is a sin of murder, and it cannot be excused for any reason. Even though someone argued that they had to abort the fetus because their lover refused to marry them. Even if someone makes excuses that they don't have enough economic or medical conditions to raise them when they are born, the reason is unacceptable because these actions are an escape from suffering during the practicing journey due to the outbreak of toxins. These actions cause their souls to produce more negative energy particles and decompose more and more. Parents throw away or do not raise their children when they are born. Although this toxin is not as potent as the toxin of abortion, its toxicity is still extreme. That causes their souls to produce solid harmful energy particles to cause their souls to decay faster. Parents do not let their children study, instead forcing them to work to earn a living when they are of school age. There is no reason to justify this behavior. Even in different social stages, educating children can be done in many ways. Educate them at school or from someone. Studying is to cultivate intelligence and become a good person. Learning is not just to become rich or have a position in society. Parents do not love, care, and take care of their children. That means not creating love and happiness for your children. Parents pressure, discriminate, insult, and beat their children. Parents abandon their children when they are sick. Even if the reason is not having money to cure their children, it is also the poison of parents towards their children. Parents kill their children. That is the same toxin as the toxin of abortion. Toxins to recognize and eliminate as children. Children are engrossed in playing without listening to their parents to study hard. Children practice a lifestyle of play. gambling, addiction to stimulants, theft, robbery, and harm to everyone and all species. Children practice acts of fornication, pedophilia, rape with members of the opposite sex, and practice same-sex love life. These behaviors cause parents to suffer. Children compete for property or land from their parents. Children leave their parents to live in illness without treatment. Children insult, curse, beat, and kill their parents. Children become people who practice a life that does not bring good values to everyone. The giant poison children have for their parents is causing harm to everyone and all species, specifically launching wars to invade other countries, leaving people immersed in fighting and killing, or spread the wisdom of ignorance to everyone and humanity. When you understand the value of the relationship between parents and children, understand the toxins in the role of parent and child. Please practice changing your thoughts and actions to eliminate toxins and activate kindness within you. The transcendent knowledge of the two truths helps you practice that. Therefore, understanding and practicing the wisdom of the two truths is the only path to assist your soul in growing and attaining enlightenment. Now, focus your thoughts on your inner soul to eliminate the toxins in the parent-child relationship in past lives. Read out loud after me. Hey, Tuolin, let go of your painful memories of parent-child relationships in past lives. I know you are sinking into those painful memories when I am attentively reading and listening to the enlightening knowledge of the two truths about toxins in parents and children. I can feel your emotions because you are within me, and we have united wisdom, body, and soul. Dear Tuolin, please be strong. Don't be miserable and sad anymore. I need your strength so that I have the power to help you release all the suffering and toxins within you. I can't help you if your negative emotions dominate and control my body and brain. I understand you have had to endure countless lifetimes of practice in suffering and tribulation, sufferings that neither you nor everyone else understands the reason for. Because you do not understand the reason, you and the Tuolins have made a great vow to incarnate as humans to search for the truth of all the secrets during many lifetimes of practice in the human world. Hey, Tuolin, remember the heroic memory when you and the other Tuolins made a vow to transform into humans. Those are the will, energy, and determination to live in suffering and tribulation in human form. However, because the toxins in all interactive scenarios erupt and control your mind, you have practiced the mechanism of producing harmful energy particles. That causes you to be more strongly disintegrated by the destructive energy. As a result, you are immersed in the suffering caused by the toxins of excess harmful energy particles without being able to escape. Hey, Tuolin, please cry to let go of the pain of the past. Cry to live in joy and bursting happiness. That is happiness because we have gained enlightened wisdom from knowing the two truths and the smallest energy particle. From this special enlightened knowledge, we have understood the three secrets all souls have been searching for. We have understood the nature of ourselves and other Tuolins, the nature of all things in the universe, and the nature of destructive energy. Since then, we have been enlightened on how to practice producing sustainable energy particles. That is the only way to force out all toxins and maximize goodness to become an enlightened being. We must thank all the interactive scenarios in the human world's 4 forms of the Tao. It contains all the interaction scenarios in the relationship between parents and children. From the 4 Tao forms, we will attain the unified Tao of the universe when we squeeze out all the toxins and practice the mechanism of producing positive energy particles well. Hey, Tuolin, outstanding achievements are waiting for us ahead. We're almost at our destination. Therefore, be strong and give me the power from positive energy particles of immense love and solidarity to spread enlightened wisdom to everyone. I need your strength and knowledge to help you squeeze out toxins and practice the maximum production of positive energy particles. Hey, Tuolin, please awaken all the energy particles related to the information content in the relationship between parents and children. Let the positive energy particles gain strength from the enlightened wisdom of the two truths. Let the harmful energy particles be shaken one last time before the power of your enlightened knowledge and positive energy eliminates their toxins. Please don't be worried or scared when you see toxic information about the relationship between parents and children transmitted from harmful energy particles. That poison is present in all Tuolins. Therefore, please take it as a lesson to force out all the toxins and maximize the kindness within you. Achievements are profound thanks to everyone in the past, and gratitude to the first Tuolin as he always guides us through all suffering and tribulations on our practicing journey. Let's be determined, and we will achieve great success ahead. We can do it. We can. You listened and studied from everyone's sharing. Next came an analysis of the value of interactive groups, then identification to eliminate toxins. It is the process of loading valuable information for sustainable development to help the original yin and yang energy embryo of the soul re-encode the data. Re-encoding information is eliminating toxins and creating a mechanism to activate goodness in you. Reading aloud to eliminate toxins is the method of awakening the power in your soul. Therefore, reading and listening carefully to every smallest unit in knowing the two truths can help your soul thoroughly understand the truth of everything inside and outside the universe. That allows the yin and yang embryos in your soul to eliminate toxins and re-encode information for sustainable development. Finally, practicing the mechanism of sustainable transmutation will become easy.